I've completed all the rows in the color work chart and I'm ready to start the plain stockinette section. I've already cut the contrast color. And normally what you would do with a Ladderback Jacquard stitch when it's no longer needed is when you get to it, you'd simply knit 2 together with the next stitch, and that works fine. However, you can see here that because there is a slight difference between the thickness of the main color and the thickness of the contrast color, namely that the main color is fingering weight. And also the contrast color is super high contrasting with the main color. I am seeing the legs of these stitches show through and I'm not quite happy with that. So I'm going to do a little hack to try and minimize this appearance. And that will require me joining another strand off the main color and pretend that it's the contrast color. So I'll just grab a center pull from my existing yarn cake. I normally don't center pull because I don't like the leftovers. It's very hard to manage, but here for this short round that we need to do here is fine. I'll just tie a little knot to the contrast color, and that doesn't really matter. It will be easier to conceptually understand that this is still my contrast color. It just happens to be the same color as the main color. And then when we go over and make the decreases on the next round, at least we'll be knitting together 2 stitches that are in the same color. So I have attached another strand of main color to my contrast color here, and I will do another round of catching the floats using the Ladderback Jacquard. So that means bringing the main color to the front, using this reattached fake contrast color to purl the Ladderback Jacquard stitch, and then continuing working to the next Ladderback Jacquard stitch. Again, bring main color to the front, use the fake contrast color to purl the Ladderback Jacquard stitch, etc. all the way around. And now you can see that all of the stitches on our needles are in one color, and we shouldn't be seeing, well, when I get there I'll come back and we'll do it together. So I've done my round of catching the floats with this fake contrast color, and you can see here on the other side that I've got the one extra round there in yellows only. So I won't need this extra fake strand anymore. I can just go ahead and cut it. I'm going to try and stuff it in back in the cake so it doesn't get pulled and destroy my cake too much. Something like that. Okay, and now I am ready to remove the Ladderback Jacquard stitches. Now it's going to be a lot harder to identify which ones they are, but hopefully if you purl them they should stick out a little bit more, and if in doubt just turn the work to wrong side and you'll see which one it is that you need to get rid of. Generally they'll be about 5 stitches apart here, maybe with one exception somewhere in the middle of the pattern repeat, but it goes as in the previous round I demoed already. Just knit 2 together, and again knit 2 together, and you can see that there's absolutely no sign of the contrast color peeking through if you use this approach. And the Ladderback Jacquard stitches are disappearing. And yes, once you've done, I could have, if you used these chart repeat marker separator markers, then you can now remove them, because the color work in this clue and in this body is well and truly finished.